Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we have more information about a deadly crash near Bowling Green that happened on I-65 Saturday night. And millions of people may be in the path of severe storms this Memorial Day. We take a look at the damage some storms have already left behind. Plus, a Utah man is in custody for his alleged role in the kidnapping of a 5-year-old girl who is still missing.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Monday, May the 27th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. Well, it's a foggy start to your day in some places, and it's also humid. Let's bring Brandon in this morning. And Brandon, we saw some thunderstorms roll through much of the area yesterday. Rain for sure, and you can still feel that just humidity and muck that it left behind.
Absolutely. I told you not to wash your car yesterday, didn't I? So hope you listened to my advice. But Memorial Day is here, and a lot of folks off work this morning, off school. But it's still going to be a warm day, not as warm as it has been, but as Will said, it's already humid and foggy outside. Let's take a look across the region this morning on satellite and radar. Things are pretty quiet after a night of storms. Still hundreds of people, actually thousands of people without power at last check. 4,500 across several counties. Look at that fog there this morning. We're seeing very dense fog, so be careful if you're out and about this morning early. Temperatures right there between about 63 and 66 depending on where you are this morning. Iced coffee if you're getting your coffee going this morning, but a little extra just because of the fact it's Monday. If you're having to work today, if you got the day off, hopefully you're just sipping that cup of coffee and watching us this morning. 86 is your forecast high. We'll have some cloud cover this morning. That'll keep us just a touch cooler, but still humid as we head into this Monday. The rest of the forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, Whitley County deputies say they are searching for a suspect in a deadly shooting. Law enforcement was out on Sunday searching the Pruitt Bend area for Nicholas Rucker. Dogs helped search the ground and air units were looking from above. On Friday, Kentucky State Police issued an arrest warrant for Rucker, who is wanted for the murder of Vicky Connor. Police say Rucker was Connor's boyfriend. Connor died after she was shot Wednesday afternoon. Now, tens of millions are in the path of severe storms this Memorial Day. Oklahoma has already taken a direct hit over the weekend. An EF3 tornado roared into the city of El Reno Saturday night, killing at least 2 and destroying everything in its path. Here is Larry Seward.
Somewhere in that, somebody died.
In the Oklahoma City suburb of El Reno, Sedona Jeans woke up falling, staring out a cracked window, watching her neighbor's trailer roll with 12 people, including children inside.
Then Lisa, she got out and pounded on my window, said she couldn't find Javen, which was her 3-year-old. And I said, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Between Skyview Trailer Park and what used to be a 2-story motel next door, an EF3 tornado killed at least 2 people, 16 survivors, hospitalized with injuries ranging from broken bones to life-threatening trauma.
It's a very trying time for us, excuse me, and we're going to get through it.
Across the plains, a week of stormy weather spun a devastating tornado in Missouri, flooded parts of Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma, and the National Weather Service predicts the Arkansas River will crest at record levels. Last week, El Reno saw high water. Now, it's piles of debris and raw emotion.
The scariest moment was trying to get out of the house and the daggum door wouldn't open because I wanted to get out and find those kids.
Jeans says everyone in her neighbor's flipped trailer survived. She and her disabled nephew are okay too. Authorities are using dogs to search through rubble, making sure no one is trapped. But dozens are homeless, leaning on neighbors for food, shelter, and support. Officials here in El Reno set up a website to help families that live here. The mayor says this city is devastated, but will bounce back by sticking together. For CBS News, Larry Seward, El Reno, Oklahoma.
Well, a crash shut down part of southbound I-75 in Laurel County Sunday. It happened around 1:40 p.m. near mile marker 47. The left lane was closed for about an hour while crews cleaned up. Dispatchers did not say how many vehicles were involved or if there were any injuries. In Dickinson County, Virginia, the Sheriff's Department is investigating a death. The deputies say a woman was found dead at the Lower Twin Campground early Saturday morning. Deputies got a call about a woman screaming, and then a man told them his girlfriend jumped out of his vehicle. Deputies found the 30-year-old April Dunford from Tazewell County inside the man's car, not breathing. No other details are being released at this time. After a weekend of sumo wrestling and golf, President Trump got down to business this morning. The president's whirlwind trip to Japan hit a high note with a formal visit to the country's newly installed Emperor Naruhito. President Trump became the first head of state to greet the emperor, who ascended the throne just 3 weeks ago. North Korea is high on the agenda in Tokyo, where the president again expressed confidence that the situation will be resolved peacefully.
He knows that with nuclear, that's never going to happen. Only bad can happen. He understands that. He is a very smart man. He gets it well.
Other business, such as ongoing tensions with Iran, were also discussed at depth. Well, we have more information about a deadly crash on I-65 Saturday morning. Kentucky State Police say a third passenger inside the minivan that crashed has died. Troopers say a family from North Carolina was traveling south on I-65 around 8 Saturday night when their van crashed into a wrecker that was stopped for a separate, unrelated crash around the 68-mile marker. Police say the driver of the minivan, Augustin Gonzalez, was pronounced dead at the scene. 6-year-old Noel Gonzalez and 2-year-old Gwendolyn Gonzalez later died at the hospital. A fourth passenger in the van, 8-year-old Nicholas Gonzalez, received only minor injuries. A former Kentucky jail deputy charged with manslaughter in the death of an inmate has pleaded guilty to a lesser count. News outlets report Deputy Alicia Beller from Putnam, West Virginia, entered the plea Friday in Boyd County to wanton endangerment. The agreement calls for diversion instead of prison time. A crash involving a bus on I-77 in North Carolina killed a woman. The driver of the bus was trying to change lanes when he hit the wall, causing the engine to catch fire. An 82-year-old female passenger could not get out and died. 4 other people were taken to the hospital. The Wolfe County Search and Rescue team members had a busy day Saturday. They were called out for an injured hiker around 6 p.m. in the Muir Valley area. The hiker was already on crutches when they were found and made it out of the park. Later, rescuers got a call about lost hikers at the Red River Gorge. They were able to find them, who made it out safely. The team reminds people to be on the lookout for hikers and bikers while they are driving in the area. A man is in custody in the case of a missing Utah girl. 5-year-old Elizabeth Shelley was reported missing from her home in Logan Saturday morning. Police are calling the girl's uncle, 21-year-old Alex Whipple, the primary suspect. Whipple was at the family's home Friday night. Both he and the girl were not at the home Saturday morning. He was found less than 10 miles away later in the day without the girl. Whipple was arrested for absconding the probation and is said to be not cooperating with police. The FBI is now involved, as well as other agencies, to help find Shelley. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Just ahead, an earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 8.0 has struck northern Peru, killing at least 1 person.
Whether you're working today or not, the heat from the weekend is still going to be around. The latest forecast in about 3 minutes.